Hi everybody, this is Amanda with Stained Glass Crochet, and I have a yarn haul for you guys. So this one is from Ice Yarns, and yeah, we've got quite a box of yarn to look at. So before we get started, I already opened the box, but I want to show you how big this box is. So it's a big one. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. You wouldn't think yarn would be that heavy, but it's quite hefty. Alright, so let's get our box open here. So the first yarn we're going to talk about, I got it in two colors. As you can see, let me go this way so you can see better. So this cube and this one, all the lovely shades of different colors, all of those are the same yarn. It is called Dora, and I have had it for a few months. I love it. It's awesome. If you like thinner yarns, it's a great one to use. You get lots of yardage. It's pretty soft, and yeah, it comes in 65 different colors. So I got two more packs of the dark gray. It has a little bit of heathering in it, so a little bit of speckling in the gray. Very pretty, works up really well with a lot of different yarns. I'm currently using it with, see if I can get these out without knocking stuff over. Currently making a hexagon burst blanket, and I'm using it for the last 3 rows on each of the hexagons. I'll also show you the other yarn I'm using for the middle of that later. So I got 2 packs of the Dora in the dark gray, and when I originally ordered Dora before, they did not have a true red for all of them. They had like a red orange and they had like hot pink, but there wasn't a red. So when I ordered this time, I saw that they had a new color, which was red for Dora. So this beautiful red so I can just have all the colors. I don't think I have every single color that they have for Dora, but a lot of them. So we have 2 packs of the dark gray and a pack of the red. So let's look at some of the details for Dora. Dora is 100% acrylic. It says a 3 to a 3.5 millimeter hook. I would say, depending on what you're going for, you could go down to a 2, probably. Definitely a 2.5, and you could go, you know, sky's the limit, really. You could even go up to a 6 if you want something really drapey and lacy. But it says 3 to a 3.5. It is 100 grams or 3.53 ounces per ball, and it's 250 meters, 273 yards. It is classified as a 2-weight, and I would say it's a chunky 2. Probably closer to a really thin 3. But you can use it just fine with mandala, and you can hardly tell the difference. It comes in a pack of 4 for $4.99. $1.25 a skein. You cannot beat that price for the yardage. Like 273 yards per, and you get 4 of them for $5. It's like 1,000 yards, or right around 1,000 yards. Anyway, so that was our Dora. The next yarn we have is called Cakes Baby Fine, and I got it in 4 different colors. Let's pull these out. Okay, so I got Cakes Baby Fine in the green shades, the orange shades. Oh, it's so pretty. It looks like an orange Julius. Just so pretty. the yellow shades, and the white gray. So this is like a from white to a medium dark gray gradient, and it just goes straight through that gradient. Very pretty. So this one I got to work on a text blanket. These have been working out really nicely. I can show you one right here. I used it takes a little while to get it set up so you can have all of the charts that you need. I used Tina's mosaic alphabet to do this. So this one is using a Karen cake with some I love this yarn for the letters, right? And it turns out so pretty for those. It looks lovely. So that's what I got that white gray for. So this will be the background, and then I will pick probably one of these Dora colors to really pop against this background. I haven't decided what sentence or phrase is going to go on there yet, but it will be gorgeous once it's done. And then I got the green and the orange and the yellow. All three of these, they're going to go together. I believe the pattern is called Tribal Spirit Cover Up. It's a blanket. I don't remember who it's by. I'm so sorry. I believe I got it on leisurearts.com. But these three are going to go together to make a citrus themed mosaic blanket. So pretty, right? Let's look at some details for these. I will pull out one of these cakes so you can have a look at the yumminess, right? So these are very soft, very squishy, almost feels very similar to mandala. Yeah, definitely soft enough to do a scarf or a baby blanket. So Cake's Baby Fine is 100% premium acrylic. It says a 3.5 to a 4 millimeter hook. I would say that's pretty accurate. You could go up to a 5, no problem. Even a 6 if you want something really drapey. Say you're going to do a shawl. You could do down to probably a 2.5 if you really wanted to. Say you were going to make a really big amigurumi out of this. That would be pretty. But I would say you could do all kinds of hook sizes for it, and it would work just fine. It says they are 100 grams, 3.53 ounces, 360 meters, or 393 yards. It is classified as a 2-weight, and I would say it's a very chunky 2, probably a light 3. It is almost identical to mandala yarn with how, let me get a little, there you go. Right, it is almost identical to a mandala, right? But it comes in a pack of 3 cakes. Pack of 3 cakes for $5.99. Now, I know that if you get mandala at Walmart even, it's about $5 for 1 cake, and you can get 3 of them for $5.99. The prices for yarn on Ice Yarns are amazing, but you also have to keep in mind with the shipping. If you were to order just 1 pack of yarn, I believe shipping to the U.S. starts at $7.95 per pack. However, the more packs you order, the less that, so that it becomes less per pack. I believe Krista at the Secret Yarnery said something like 36, 38, or 40 packs is like the sweet spot for the best price for shipping. But pretty much you're gonna like expect to pay a bit for shipping. Probably, depending on how big your order is, somewhere between half and a third of your subtotal is going to be shipping. It's up there, but it makes sense if you save up. Say you do an order once a year. right? You save up and you buy a bulk order from Ice Yarns, and then the shipping per package is so much nicer than if you were, like, even including shipping, it would be cheaper to just buy it from them than to go to your local yarn store. However, if you really want to spend your money and support your local yarn store, please do that. Support local where you can. Okay, so we have our next yarn. This is called Cakes Blues. Let me get one out here. There it is. Cakes Blues. Isn't it pretty? Beautiful summer colors. Oh, so pretty. So this is the color yellow, turquoise, light green, blue. Right? And it is 100% acrylic. It calls for a 5mm needle. You could do a 4, a 4.5, a 5, a 6. If you're going to do amigurumi, I would recommend probably a 3.5. So somewhere between a 3.5 to a 4.5. But it is classified as a 4 weight, and I would say that's probably right, but it's a thin 4. A thick 3, a thin 4, right? So it is 100 grams, 3.53 ounces, 210 meters, or 229 yards per cake. It comes in a pack of 3 for $5.99. Like, again, the prices are amazing. Alright, I only got that one in one color. I recently found Crafty Intentions amigurumi patterns. She is the queen of amigurumi. Like, hers amigurumi patterns are so amazing. I got that color to make a dragon out of one of her patterns. Okay. Our next yarn, oh, one of my favorites. Okay, so this yarn is called Picasso, and I have some of it already. You can see this cube here, and this one down here also has Picasso. So this is Picasso yarn. I will pull some more out to show you. So I got Picasso in 3 separate colors. The first one is this rainbow. Must be on a rainbow kick when it comes to yarn. Like, just the bright colors are so nice. So this is Picasso. You can see it has some nice shininess, some luster to it. But it also has some fuzz. It's quite fuzzy. It looks that fuzzy in the ball, but once you work it up, especially if you're doing amigurumi, that fuzz almost completely goes away. I'm sure if you were to use that amigurumi, say you gave it to a young child and they carried it around and it was their best friend kind of a thing, that fuzz would probably come back out. But it's gorgeous worked up as a blanket. Like, I'm working on this particular, that's a yarn trying to escape. So I'm using the rainbow Picasso on this pattern. This is, I believe, called Sunshine Superstar by Hooked on Sunshine. Is that not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? Oh, it's so pretty. So that's this Picasso yarn in rainbow. By the way, that whole star is only a little over 1 ball. What? Alright, so let's look at some of the other colors. So I got rainbow. Let's put it back in its little pack. I got 2 more packs of rainbow. That rainbow Picasso sells out so fast that when they had some, I was like, I'm just going to get some more because I loved it so much. I got another pack of, this color is called Turquoise Purple Shades. I'm using this one for another Crafty Intentions pattern called her Moon Sprite, and it is turning out so pretty. I had to get another pack because I'm like, it's just such a fun yarn to work with. Should also mention, it is chain spun, so you do not have to worry about yarn splittage at all. It's so lovely. So I have that color, the rainbow color, the turquoise purple shades. In a previous order, I had gotten this. I don't remember off the top of my head what this color was called, but it's the purple one that they have. So I have some of that as well. And then I got a new color because can't have too many colors. This color is called Lilac Green Shades Blue. And I'm not even sure what I'm going to make with it yet, but it is just so pretty. I love all the greens and the purple. So nice. Anyway, so like I said, this yarn is chain spun. It does have some fuzz on it, but once you work it up, that fuzz mostly goes away. It's just kind of tucked away neatly into the stitches. Picasso is, excuse me, 44% acrylic, 56% polyester. It calls for a 5mm hook, and I would say that's pretty accurate. You could go down to a 4, you could go up to a 6, depending on what project you're working on. For amigurumi, I'm using for the moon sprite I'm working on, I'm using a 5, just straight 5 for it, and it's working out beautifully. But because it is chain spun, it does condense down a little bit when you do amigurumi, especially like tight stitches. It does condense down a little bit. So if you would really like to keep that bulk in it, size down a hook or two. All right, so that is our four packs, but 3 colors of Picasso. It is 50 grams per ball, 1.76 ounces, 115 meters, or 125 yards per ball. It is classified as a 4 weight, and I would say that's accurate. Keep in mind it is chain spun, so once it condenses down, it's more of a thin 4. But it comes in a pack of 8. For $7.99. Definitely worth it. It's very soft, very squishy. Once it's worked up, it's one of my favorite yarns, actually. Let's slide this on over to make room for our new yarn. Our next yarn is called Cakes Blitz. And I got this color in particular because there's another pattern by Hooked on Sunshine that I really want to do. It's called Marnie's Garden. And it looks like this beautiful flower garden afghan. It's so pretty. So this color is called Rose Pink Maroon Green Shades. I will say that the camera is picking up the glitz part of it very well, but the colors in person are a bit more saturated. They're a little faded on camera. It's just beautiful colors. Right? So this yarn is quite squishy. Feels very much like mandala, but because it does have the sparkle in it, you can feel it. Pretty much the same as mandala sparkle, really. It is 95% acrylic, 5% metallic lurex, and that metallic lurex is the sparkle that's in it. It calls for a 4mm hook. I would say that's pretty accurate. You can go down smaller if you want something tighter. So say you're doing amigurumi, go down to a 2.5 even, right? If you're doing something bigger like a shawl, if you want it really nice and drapey, if you go up to a 6. Just depends on what you're working on. It is 150 grams or 5.29 ounces, 540 meters or 590 yards. Quite a bit of yardage in each one of these cakes. It's classified as a 3, and it's almost identical to mandala yarn, so a thin 3. And it comes in a pack of 2 cakes for $6.99. Again, you can't really beat the prices on these. I will say though, if you aren't used to it, it can be kind of disconcerting when you first order from Ice Yarns. You have to buy the entire pack. You cannot buy single skeins or cakes. Have to buy the whole pack, but the prices per pack are so small that honestly it's really not that big of a deal. But yes, so I got 2 packs of the Cakes Blitz in rose pink, maroon, green shades to do a Marnie's Garden with. Let's slide those on over. Alright, so our next one, ooh, so this yarn is new to me. I have not had this one before. Let me pull out all of the packs. I saw it on their website before, and I didn't order it my last time ordering from Ice Yarns because it is a bit pricier for Ice Yarns. It's a bit pricier per pack. But I remember seeing Crystal from Bag A Day Crochet. She got a pack of this yarn and was talking about how soft it was and how like all the different colors were so pretty and everything. So I decided to get some of it this time around. So I got some in 4 different colors. Let's look at the first one. This one is red, pink, green. Red, pink, green. I will say on their website, the pictures do not show the sparkle that's in it. As you can see, the little twinklings in it. It does have some of that sparkle like Cake Blitz has in it, but it's embedded more into the strand. It doesn't stick out as much, so it's a little bit more subtle. This one has, I would say it's like a fuchsia, like a hot pink. Maybe not a hot pink, but like a deeper pink metallic in there. And I had to get this one. It reminds me of watermelon, and I love watermelon so much. So this color is red, pink, green. Right? I got 1 pack of that color. I will probably end up making another moon sprite out of it just because it's so pretty. Alright, so let's look at our next color. This color I got for my mom because her favorite color is purple. And this is called Purple Shades. And surprise, surprise, it has purple, like a fuchsia streamer, the metallic in it. And this one, I believe my mom has requested that I make her a Granny Meets Virus shawl out of this. That is going to turn out so, so, so pretty. I cannot wait. I might start working on that as soon as I get my yarn put away. Alright, so that was that color. Our next color is called, this one I got because it looks like Galaxy. Oh, it's so pretty. And again, when I first ordered it, I did not know that it had the metallic streamer in it. It doesn't really show up on their website in the pictures, but I'm so glad that I got 2 packs of this color because it is absolutely stunning. It is called Pink Shades Lilac Blue. See, it's got some of that deep blue, it's got some light pink, some medium pink, some purple, and it has gold metallic in it. Absolutely stunning. And it is quite soft. I will agree with Crystal from Bag A Day Crochet. It is quite soft. Easily could make a scarf out of it, a hat out of it, a baby blanket even. It's super soft and pretty. I got 2 packs of this color. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but we will certainly find something beautiful to make with that. So there's that one. And our last color for Mirella is, like I said, I'm on a rainbow kick. Rainbow. Is that not gorgeous yarn? This actually, it's a little harder to see. Oh, there it goes. Focus. Yay! Alright, so it has blue, like royal blue metallic streamer in it. So pretty. This one I also got 2 packs of because I had to. It's just so pretty. Alright, so let's look at some Mirella details. Alright, so Mirella is 15% mohair, 35% acrylic, 40% polyamide, and 10% metallic lurex. and that metallic lurex is the shiny streamers that go through the yarn. It says a 4 to a 5 millimeter hook. I would say that's pretty accurate, to be honest. It's also chain spun, so like Picasso, it does have some fuzz on it. So as you can see, just right off the thing, it does look a little, you know, it is classified as a 3. I'd say it's a solid 3, and then when you work it down, it's more of a thin 3. Yeah, that's so pretty. So it is 50 grams, 1.76 ounces per ball, 165 meters, 180 yards per ball. And it comes in a pack of 8 for $9.99. So it is a little bit pricier as far as some of the other yarns that we got go. $10 a pack, but you get 180 yards per pack. So even if you're going to do a bigger project, you could get 2 packs and call it done for most things, unless you're going to do like a phoenix or, you know, an Ardith, one of those really, really big Afghans that, you know, take up a king-size bed. Then you might need 3 or 4 packs, but absolutely gorgeous yarn. Definitely worth checking out. Okay, let's move these on over. All right. Whoop. Let's scooch that down some more. There. Okay. Our next one is called Cakes DK. All right, Cakes DK. I got 2 packs of this. Ooh, my nose. All right, so Cakes DK. This is the color yellow, turquoise, purple, pink, orange, green. Again, very saturated, like Lisa Frank-esque rainbow cakes. Just so pretty. Like, this is my childhood right here. These are 100% premium acrylic. They are very soft, very squishy, a lot like mandala. Pretty much. I know I compare a lot of them to mandala. I love mandala yarn. You can see that one, and the top left cube is stuffed full of 2 colors of mandala. I believe they're Spirit and Genie. But yeah, so these cakes call for a 4 millimeter needle. That's about right. It's classified as a 3. Again, just like mandala, it's a thin 3. 150 grams, 5.29 ounces, 540 meters, or 590 yards. So again, just like mandala. This color, I saw another yarn. I believe I saw it on Hirschner's. It's called Red Heart Roly Poly, and it has a color that's almost identical to this one. I wonder if this is a dupe for that, maybe? I'm not sure. I've never had Red Heart Roly Poly yarn before, but this is a gorgeous color. So these come in a pack of 2. Pack of 2 cakes for $5.99. What? Like, if you were to get 1 cake of mandala, say at Walmart, or get online even, like, you would pay $5.99 easy for 1 cake, and you get 2 of them. Awesome. Alright, so like I said, I have 2 packs. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to make with it yet, but we'll make something awesome. So our next one, this yarn is called Rainbow. And I've had this yarn before. This cube down here, I don't know if you can really see it, this cube down here has 2 different colors of rainbow that I had before. So I can show you this color. I don't remember off the top of my head what this color is, but this is another option that they have on their website. Rainbow on there comes in several different colors. The one that I got some more of, because I'm working on an Afghan. Let's see, let me grab one of these. So I showed you this before. I'm using the Dora dark gray for the outer 3 rings, and the middle part is using this rainbow yarn. And the color turquoise, pink, green, gold, blue. There we go. So you can have a look, see at all that gorgeousness. Lots of blues and greens and purples and pinks. Gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. It is 100% premium acrylic. Calls for a 4mm hook, and I would say that's pretty accurate. It's classified as a 3-weight. This yarn is pretty much identical to like Lion Brand Landscapes or Red Heart Unforgettable, or if you've seen it, Soho Lively from Hirschner's, pretty much the exact same. Except this yarn is so much easier to frog. If you have to frog Red Heart Unforgettable, anyone who's done it, you know. It is a nightmare to have to frog Red Heart Unforgettable. This yarn is so much easier to frog. It is a roving style yarn, so it does have that fuzz on it. It does go thick to thin like all roving style yarns do, but it is much, much easier to frog. Right? Very soft, very squishy, just like Red Heart Unforgettable. It's great. I really like it, and it comes in a bunch of different colors. Some of them are so this color, I believe, is a dupe for Red Heart, not Red Heart, Lion Brand Landscapes in the color Boardwalk, I believe is the right color. I might be wrong though. So that I believe that's what this one is a dupe for. I know they also have one that's a dupe for another color for Lion Brand Landscapes. And there's a few of them. I know that they have a color that's the same as Sugarcane from Red Heart Unforgettable. There's quite a bit of colors that are very, very similar to other yarns you've probably seen. So I got 2 more packs of this yarn, rainbow in turquoise, pink, green, gold, blue. It is 100% premium acrylic, calls for a 4mm hook. It's 100 grams, 3.53 ounces, 240 meters, or 262 yards. Comes in a pack of 4 skeins for $7.99. Definitely, definitely worth it. Alright. Getting quite the pile on my desk. Alright, so the next yarn. Let me grab all of these out of here. I got this yarn in 5 different colors because it's that awesome. Okay, I have my stack of yarn now. So I have had this yarn before. It's called Lana Bella. And let me see if I can turn this around so you can see. Whoop. See that lovely, lovely shawl that is decorating my computer chair over there? That is this same yarn. That is Lana Bella in one of the colors that I will show you in just a minute. Right? And it worked up so nice. It's so soft and squishy. I had to get more. So, it's one of those, I tried one color and it turned out so awesome I had to buy most of the other colors. So this one is called Vivid Colors. So the one I showed you for the shawl is more like the warm tones of the rainbow. This is the cool tones. Lots of purples and blues and greens. Not very much yellow or orange, but a lot of blues and purples. Right? So I got one of those. 1 pack of that. I also got a pack in the color turquoise, purple, khaki, blue. Now, the camera's not really picking it up that well. Just like the pictures on the website don't pick it up very well. This looks pretty much like you just have lots of different versions of teal, and then some gray and a little bit of brown. In real life, there is purple in this. There's green. It's like peacock colors. It's so pretty. And I had no idea. I just thought it was like lots of different blues and a little bit of gray. And I was like, that would be really awesome anyway. And then there's peacock colors, which is my favorite. I love peacocks. They're so pretty. So this yarn is so soft and squishy. This is like the best part of going to the yarn store. You all know what I'm talking about. Where you can just squish the yarn. Okay, so this is the color turquoise, purple, khaki, blue. I got 1 pack of this color as well. Alright, this color is also really pretty. This is called Orange Green Shades Gold. And when I first saw this, I was like, this looks like oxidized copper. It is just so pretty. I love the greens and like the copper, bronzy colors. So pretty. So I got 1 pack of that color. Right? And those are the 3 new colors that I got. The next 2 are colors that I've already used. So that shawl I showed you was made using another color of this yarn, and this is the color Neon Green Gray Shades. Now, in real life, that really dark, what looks like really dark gray, looks more like chocolate brown. It's so pretty. It reminds me of like walking through the forest right after it rains, where all the leaves are this really bright, vibrant green, and like the bark on the trees is all dark because it's soaked up all that rain. Oh, it's gorgeous. So I had a pack of this green color, the Neon Green Gray Shades. I had that before, and I'm using it to make a Wild Oleander hooded scarf, which if you have not heard about that pattern, go get it. It's by Wickedly Handmade. The designer's name is Andrea. She is amazing. Like, she will go so far above and beyond to help people in her Facebook group. If you have any questions, she'll like Facebook Live with you so you can understand. She's amazing. I love her. Right? So this is the triangle part of that hooded scarf. As you can see, some of those colors look more like a chocolate brown rather than a gray. So it would go like this, and then there'll be a hood. Oh, it's awesome. Right? So I have some more yarn for that. And then the new pack of this color will probably end up being either a Lost Soul shawl or a Granny Meets Virus shawl. And then this color, this is the last one for this yarn. This is the color Yellow, Turquoise, Purple, Fuchsia. It's that one I used for the Granny Meets Virus shawl. And this is like the warm tones of the rainbow. Very little blue and green. Lots of purple and magenta and orange. Lots and lots of that in this yarn. Very, very pretty. Alright, so let's look at the details for Lana Bella. It is 30% wool, 70% acrylic. It calls for a 4mm hook, and I'd say that's pretty accurate. It says it's a light 3-weight yarn. That's pretty accurate. It is a roving style yarn, but very few times does it go really thin. Like maybe once or twice for the whole skein. It's not very often. Doesn't go very thick either. Most of the time it stays a 3. There is a little bit of fuzz, but not much. It frogs very easily. It's very soft and squishy. You honestly, without the little white hairs that give it away that has wool in it, you wouldn't know. It's super soft, not scratchy at all. Would work great for shawls, for a sweater, for a scarf, or really whatever you'd like to use it for. It is 100 grams, 3.53 ounces, 250 meters, or 273 yards. It is honestly one of my favorite yarns now. It's just so soft and squishy and works up so well. Awesome. Comes in a pack of 4 for $9.99. So again, like the Morella, it's a little bit on the pricey side, but it does have 30% wool in it. And for the yardage, you're getting, almost 1,200 yards. About 1,100 yards is what you get per pack. Quite a bit of yardage for $10. Okay. Whew. Alright. I have a leaning tower of yarn. Alright, so our next one, we only have a few left in this box. The next one I got reminds me a lot of Lana Bella, but it's thinner. Right? This yarn is called Prima Donna in the color orange, gray, gold, brown. Now, on camera, it looks like that really dark brown. In real life, it's not really a brown. It's more of a burgundy. There might be some dark brown in there, but for the most part, that is really more of a burgundy rather than a brown. It has all these like light orange, like really red orange in there, some burgundy. Absolutely gorgeous yarn. Again, this is quite soft, but it does have more wool than the Lana Bella does. This is 50% wool, 50% acrylic. It calls for a 3 to 4 millimeter hook, and I'd say that's pretty accurate. This is classified as a 2 weight, and it is pretty thin. So as you can see, it is quite thin. Yeah. It looks like it stays pretty much the same throughout. I'm not sure because this yarn is new to me. I haven't used it before. But it looks pretty much like it stays the same. It is roving style again, so you're gonna see, you know, it's the nature of the beast. Sometimes it goes thick, sometimes it goes thin, and it has a bit of fuzz. So I would be wary about frogging it too much, but I haven't worked with it again, so I don't know if it's an issue or not. Lana Bella had no issues frogging at all, so maybe this will be the same. Yeah, so 100 grams or 3.53 ounces, 300 meters or 328 yards per skein. That's quite a bit of yardage. And it comes in a pack of 4 for $9.99. So you're getting a little over 1,200 yards, almost 1,300 yards per pack. Quite a bit of yardage. All right, we just have two more yarns to talk about, and then I will let you all go because I know this video is like taking forever. So this yarn is called Wool DK Color. Ooh, got a extra strand hanging off. Okay, so this is Wool DK Color in the color yellow, turquoise, purple, navy. Right, so I got this. I had gotten this yarn. This is called Venice, also by Ice Yarns, and I have another Crafty Intentions pattern that I'm working on. It's a juvenile dragon in another color of this color of Venice, right? And it's turning out so nice as a dragon that I was like, I need some more colors of yarn that's like this. And Wool DK Color is very similar to Venice. Now, the Venice yarn is 100% acrylic. This one is 50% wool, 50% acrylic. So you do have to be more careful with the wool yarns when you go to wash them, but I think it's going to look absolutely amazing. So 3 to 4 millimeter, 3 to 4 millimeter hook. You're probably, depending on what you're using it for, you might want to size down. Because it is, as you can see, quite thin. It's classified as a 3, and I would say it's probably closer to a 2. It's very thin. But you can tell there's wool in it. It's quite scratchy. I don't know that I would use it for a scarf. But I tend to be kind of picky about having scratchy stuff around my neck. So if that's not an issue for you, then go right ahead. I got it specifically for amigurumi because I think scratchiness doesn't really matter if it's just there for durability. So each ball is 50 grams, 1.76 ounces, 175 meters or 191 yards. And it comes in a pack of 8 balls. Pack of 8, right? For $4.99. What? Like, that's so cheap. Has, you know what I mean? Less than $1 per ball. Insane. They do have a few other colors. I'm not sure if they're trying to close them out. That is another thing. On Ice Yarns, you can find closeout yarns as low as like $1/4 a ball on some days. And every Tuesday they have a sale. So it pays to keep checking back because sometimes the yarn that you really want might go on sale for a week. Okay, so that is Wool DK Color. We have just one more yarn to talk about, and it is called Camila Cotton Magic. Now, I will say that this yarn on the website, their pictures make it seem like, oop, that pack just wanted to fly right open. The pictures made Camila Cotton Magic look like it's the same size as this skein. And when it got here, and it's only this big, I was a little disappointed. However, I understand why. It is, Camila Cotton Magic is 100% mercerized cotton. Cotton is not cheap, and to offer this much yardage in a pack for that price, I get it. Right? It is quite a thin yarn. It's classified as a 2, and I'd say it's a thin 2. Like, the same thickness as like a sheepy's whirl. Like, it's thin, right? But look at that color though. This is the color orange, mint green, lilac, fuchsia, copper, blue. Whew. Huge names, right? So that's this color, right? And like I said, it is 100% mercerized cotton. It calls for a 3mm needle, and I would say, depending on what you're using it for, if you're going to do like a really lacy, drapey shawl, you could probably go up to like a 4, 4.5, a 5 even, as long as you can control your tension. If you're doing amigurumi with this though, you're probably going to want to go down to like a 2, a 1.5 even. It's tiny. It is 100 grams, 3.53 ounces, 260 meters or 284 yards per skein, right? And it comes in a pack of 4. A pack of 4 for $10.99. So this is the most expensive one in this haul. I love this color. It is so pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it because it is quite a bit thinner than I was expecting it to be, but whatever I make with it is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Like, yes. Alright guys, so that is all of the yarn for this haul today. Let me show you the pile on my table. Ah! Right? But now I get to put it all away on the wall. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything any kind of yarn you would like me to try out from Ice Yarns or any other website. And I would like to do some, you ordered it, I bought it kind of things. I first heard that from Pretty Passo Please. She's, yeah. I love her channel. But I'd like to do those. I do have some tutorials coming up. I also have a few ideas for a few other series that are going to be coming up as well. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys!